Hi everyone, my name is Hải Băng. Today I want to talk to you about power. Power is something everyone wants, you yet few truly understand. From ancient king to modern politician, from social media influencer to ordinary, the desire for power has shaped human history in every way imaginable. But what exactly is power? Is it a control over others or the strength to control oneself? Powers in its many forms can build nations or destroy them, inspire greatness or break corruption. Powers is defined as the ability to determine or to change the action of other people. One social biologists coordinate for a sense of power is one of the primary forces in human life. He also writes that a feeling that you have no powers is a very uncomfortable feeling for everyone. So that we always to avoid this uncomfortable feeling. We try to use power to influence others. So did you do you know that what exactly is power? Social biologists have identified uh, five basic categories of power. First is information power. Second is referring power. The third is legitimate power, and the fourth is purse power, and finally is require a coercive power. The first type of powers is called information power. Some biologists believe that information powers is one of the most effective types of power and control. The person who have information power that other people want but don't have is definitely in a position of power. Why does this happen? Well, the more people like to receive and have information, having information increase a person's own sense of power. People who have or give information can manipulate those who don't have this information. Often, when people receive information, they don't know what they are being manipulated by those who provided the information. For example, a newspaper, magazine, an article on web provide a lot of information, and the people who read information in the media often believe what they read even when many reports, especially on the internet may not be accurate. The next variety of powers is known as referring power. Often, a person admire or want to behave like a particular person or the member of a particular group. For example, some people may want to behave like or support the member of a soccer team or a group of friends. Some people may identify strongly with and want to be like a particular friend, or say a rock star. If you identify with another person, that person has power over you, and that person can influence your action. Many people imitate and are controlled by the people they identify with. Let me give you an example. This example was used to a bad purpose. In Charleston, Guyana, more than 900 people committed suicide when their religious leader, Jim Jones, told them to kill themselves. They did what he told them to do because he had different power over them. They identified with him, they believed in him, and they did what he told them to do. Different power can be used for a good or bad purpose. So we need to be aware of those who have different power over us. The third powers is classified as a legitimate power. Government officials usually exercise a so-called legitimate power. For example, when a government decides to raise taxes on people or go to war, most people, but not all, will do what their government officials tell them to do. One biologist reported on an experiment that showed an example of this type of powers. In this experiment, a researcher asked people on the street to move away from the bus stop. When he was dressed in everyday clothes, few people follow his request to move away from the bus stop. But when the researcher was dressed in the uniform, most people follow his request and move away from the bus stop. This uniform seemed to give the young researcher a look of legitimate power, and people obeyed him when they saw the uniform. The fourth class of powers is known as expert power. An expert is a person who is very skilled in some area, such as in science or sport or even music, politics. When a person knows a lot about something, such as computer or car or one of the language, many people are impressed by the person's knowledge and expertise. Some of these experts use their skill and knowledge to gain power and influence. Even they use it to gain money and admiration. On the other hand, they use their expertise to gain power. The finally type of powers is called reward or coercive power. This type of powers is used by people who can require or punish other person action or behavior. Giving a reward will change people's behavior because it offers people to a chance to gain something. Giving a punishment may or may not cause people to do what the powerful person wants them to do. Change may not last very long. The person who use coercive power may also have to watch carefully what the less powerful person does. In fact, change his or her action or behavior. Powers come in many forms. It may come from having information that people want or need. It may come from being a reference for other people to identify with or to imitate. It may come from having an official or legitimate position of authority, like a teacher in the classroom. It may come from having skill or expertise, like Thomas Edison or Nikola Tesla. And also it may come from the power to reward or punish. It's very important to aware that people will try to exercise more and of this kind of power over us throughout our life. In conclusion, a power is neither good nor evil. It is simply a mirror reflecting the shape of the one who holds it. True power doesn't come from dominance or fear, but from wisdom, empathy, and the courage to do what's right. Only when humans learn to use powers with compassion and integrity, it truly become a force that afflicts rather than destroy. That's the end of my speaking. Thanks for your listening. Goodbye.